Microphone check 1, 2, 1, 2.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children.
I'm supposed to be a franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello?
The Off the Strip Sports Podcast.
What it do?
Time, baby. Yo, fam, what's poppin', bro? I don't know why I still got this. You know why I got this mask on? Cause I just wanted to flex real quick and show everybody how we living with these
We got the
OTS masks.
heat.
We had some malfunctions, but I wanted to start the show off with these, see what people thought about them, see if we need to go ahead and put these on the market or not. But if you rocking with these, let us know. You know, we'll definitely talk about a pre-order or some situation like that. But
We'll
until
figure
then,
it out. Look, we'll get it
we'll get to the
done.
bottom of that shit,
Ain't no
man.
guarantees because we trying to make
Right.
it work.
Yeah, we trying to make it work though. But Fudge, what's going on, bro?
Man, I'm you know it's Sunday, it's game day. It's game day. I walked in here with my I walked in ready to go when I ain't had no shirt on. It was like, oh, Fudge game
No
ready.
shirt on.
No shirt
Right.
on summer.
As soon as
I'm on my
I saw you
JR.
pop up, I was like,
You know,
God.
I gotta say his name. I'm on my JR,
Right,
no
got
shirt all
to.
summer.
You got to, man. Yo, how was your week, man? How was your weekend?
Hey, my week cool. You know, it's something to look.
Sound like you at a party.
It sounds like the kids in the back, but look, you know it's
Oh, word. Hey, damn, I got me.
we wilding. But nah, it's
we on
something to
a
look forward
different
to
time,
when you got a little longer weekend than usual. So we're gonna acknowledge the Labor Day weekend. We're gonna get it crazy. My week was good because it's loud, right?
We rocking, bro.
It's OD. How was
Nah.
your week?
Nah. Why you finished, man? Are you finished?
Yeah, my week was good because all I could think about was my 3-day weekend.
True. Yeah,
When it's going bad, you be like, I'm gonna have 3 days.
Right. Now I'm coming back. It's two reasons why. Like, I had a solid week. Oh, here go my cousin. Oh no, I don't know. That's not my cousin. I don't know who. I saw Stephanie and was like, "There you go."
Hey, I like stuff.
Shout out Steph. But nah, my week was cool, man. So this past week I took off Thursday because we closed on a new house. We just got a
Congratulations on your new crib. I gotta come through,
man.
put a hole in the wall, spill some wine on the carpet or something. I gotta,
Hey, it's gonna be problems, bro. I don't know if we're gonna have a podcast after that. Like, we got to keep the podcast going, man. So if it comes between me and you and the podcast, I gotta
dip.
Right, but nah, you definitely gotta pull up, man. But yeah, we closed on our crib. It started right when COVID started, real talk. So it was something to look forward to for real. Like we was hearing like there may be some delays back and forth, but there was absolutely no issues whatsoever. So we breezed right through that joint. You know, I'm gonna put some pictures up shortly once we get situated. But yeah, man, we closed on that joint on Thursday. And then they ended up shutting work down on Friday. So I've been off since Wednesday. So my weekend was on another level. You know,
You
my
living the
week was on
dream.
another level. Yeah, man. So I hit that up, and then going into the weekend, like it was weird because like early in the week, like this is some shit you ain't got to necessarily deal with much. This is the type of things we bring into the podcast as far as like the dad and the non-dad. So be yelling at my kids for the last 2 weeks, just barking at them like, fam, why are you breathing? What are you doing? Like, get out my
Bro,
So
I call you, like when I talk to you, you be like, yo, can y'all stop? I'd be like,
right.
look, that kid life ain't.
I'd be like, fam, can y'all make it make sense? But they can't. So it's just like, me and P was they can't. So me and P was looking at each other like, yo, I hit her. I was like, yo, we need to change the scenery ASAP. Like, it's not a need. It's not a want. It's a need at this point. So, we put together a quick little trip. So I'm up in Pennsylvania right now. Up in Lancaster, like Amish town, with the kids. So we had a nice little weekend up here. We went on a little train ride today. I learned a lot about one thing I'll talk about it later, but like the culture is definitely something different. But you'll recognize a lot just by. My man Quan said that's the biggest pair of headphones he's ever seen in his life. But nah, the culture is definitely different, but you can tell a lot just by what they're wearing. But the longer the beard, the longer they've been married. So the beard game is crazy in the Amish
Oh, the
culture. That's
beard
one thing I didn't know.
identify the
One that
marriage.
you're married, yeah, one that you're married, and then two, the longer it is, the longer you've been married. Like that was one of that was interesting to me when I first heard that. Um, so yeah, man, my weekend is cool. So now I'm here. I definitely couldn't lead a pod. It sounded like we both in a situation. I know you out in Cali and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm in
So
Cali. I had to pull up. You know what I mean? I'm out here having a good time with some people. Like it's a whole little situation downstairs. But I'm loyal to the
right,
pod. So I'm like, look,
recognize the loyalty, fam.
yeah, but
Recognize the
I'm
loyalty,
doing
yo.
it.
Hey, if you're watching right now, please share us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. By all means, I don't want to take away from the pod. I really need to. That's why we need Shar to hold us down right now, because all she got to do is bang, bang, bing, bing, boom,
Bang
boom, bang,
bang, bang bang.
and then and we live, man. But solid weekend, man. Looking forward to this week because we already off tomorrow, going into Tuesday. It's pay week. It's love. Like then before you know it, it's Friday, and we out
Ooh,
again.
before you know it, look, we back at it again. Back at it again.
So yeah, man, it's been some solid. It's been some solid good days for sure. Yeah. They holding us love. Cali on the steps. Shout out to Jazz in the house.
Jazz hit me. Look, Jazz hit me earlier. Like, yeah, I can't be downstairs because y'all ain't gonna be able to hear me. But I'm in the mix. Look, I'm in the mix.
Right. Shout out to Jazz. Shout out to my homegirl Doro down in VA. Shout out to the crib.
Two up,
Appreciate
two down.
everybody watching, man. Yeah, for sure, man. But let's I put a little something together to kind of help with the pod. So let's get into some.
I'm about to just cut all that off real quick. Game.
What you got?
Ball.
All right.
Look, game.
Hold on.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Bro, Cal with the inserts. Perfect. Game ball.
It was good, bro.
Game ball.
Who getting the game
James
ball?
Harden. He been playing defense like I've never seen.
Well, you know what's crazy? I don't have him on. That name wasn't in the pre-production notes. That name wasn't anything we talked about like all day. So
we throwing a red flag. We throwing that in.
But that's facts though. You definitely got to throw.
It's because some weeks ago, it's like, bro, if James Harden guarding me, I'm going to the basket. But James, like, when you step up to a caliber that James Harden did step up to make important plays in the game, not offensively, but defensively.
That was definitely.
That is what the definition of game ball is. So Futch is I'm giving out side game balls.
You're giving out the side joint. All right, bet.
Harden get his flowers.
Harden definitely closed out the OKC situation playing defense, and then they also just won game 1 against the Lakers playing defense. So they definitely here go Allison, but they definitely held it down, bro. Like not they, but him. So yes, I definitely give Harden his flowers for that for sure, man. Another lefty in the game. Who else you got for a game ball though?
We're gonna go with Jimmy Buckets. We're gonna resort back to the notes. Hey, Jimmy Buckets.
Facts.
You don't get a name like Jimmy Buckets unless you
about to sweep the best team in the team with the best record in the league right now. But
did you watch the game just now? That it ended like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. I peeped. I thought the sweep was still on the way, but looks like the Bucks ended up living to see another day. I ain't see the end for how they won, but I wish they could have closed it out, in the fourth quarter. I would have loved to see the sweep. I'm rooting for Miami at this point.
Hey, the sweep was definitely there. However, when Giannis go out second quarter,
Yo, who's Giannis?
Milwaukee still wins the game, bro. That's real. That's real teamwork. That's real. That's real. Next man up. Middleton had a career high, I believe. Don't quote me, but he had some highs.
Who's Giannis?
Come on, I little Depot.
Yo, you worse than Shaq and Chuck. Yo, like this nigga said,
Shaq and Chuck.
You gave that man a whole nother syllable, bro. My man said Giannis.
Say his name. Say his whole name.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think that's what it is.
You think?
I'm nice with it. Yeah, I'm definitely better than Giannis.
He was
Giannis is wild, man.
he was out
But
second
no,
quarter,
no.
and they still pulled it off. So I want
Yeah.
the sweep. I mean, I don't care about the sweep, but the fact that it wasn't a sweep and the rest of the team balled out is a plus. Like it's a plus for the team aspect.
Give me another game to bet on next game, but I'm definitely taking Miami. Plus, I don't even know if they covered today, but Jimmy definitely getting his flowers for holding down Miami, and he been saying it since he got into the bubble, like he been on a mission. So, he proven it. So I'm definitely rolling with. Excuse me, I'm definitely rolling with Jimmy and them coming. Do I see him coming out the East? Who you got coming out the East?
Come out the East. Well, before we say that, sidebar, Jimmy Buckets. This round, they're allowed family members to come into the bubble.
Word, yeah.
Is Jimmy so tapped in, or he just on a different type of time that he was like, as much as I want my family here, this is business. Like we off that. Is he like super tapped in, or he just on different time?
I think he tapped in. I mean, I don't know who. I haven't seen Jimmy to be hanging around anybody particularly. I don't know if he got kids or what, but I always feel like Jimmy been on the loan anyway. So who is he inviting? Whoever he could invite could wait till after he wins the championship, apparently. So
because we're not,
I think he tapped in.
Whatever he do outside of basketball,
yeah, he might be that low key.
He's tapped in.
Yeah,
so
he might be moving.
So the players that invite their family, their kids, their beloved, their seeds or whatever, are they not tapped in?
No. That's what keeps you tapped in, if anything, fam. Like, because you got to think about it. A typical NBA season, they're on the road every couple of days, but they always make it back home for a home game stand. Like, work. Like, I see it now. Like, whenever we have Wizards games for like a whole week straight, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're home with their families getting that recharge. Here, they've literally been in the bubble since July something. They haven't been able to leave the bubble, see anybody, or do anything outside of the same 14, 15 people on their team versus whoever they playing. And it's all, and no homo. It's all, I mean, sorry, we're going to get rid of that term, but it's all dudes. It's mainly dudes in there.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, I was trying to finish it, but as I can understand Van Fleet. I can understand Morris, seeing their kids and seeing their family, because that's that recharge. That's that, all right, I'm up, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Especially looking to your right and seeing them in the stands, especially when it's just them versus a couple 100,000 people.
Word, and you got to spot them out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you always know where they are, but it's definitely different. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just like a regular. For a while, it's been like regular pickup games, and now. You seen the memes where it's like, yo, when your girl come to watch you play, you start doing some next level shit.
Mac and cheese, off the side of the backboard, off the side of the backboard.
So it's that type of time right now, man. So
yeah, I appreciate your perspective, because I'm thinking like, as a, I don't have kids or a wife. You know what I mean? And compared to you, it's like Jimmy was like, nah, this strictly business. That ain't what I'm on. But other players are like, having those people come in, the way you put it just make perfect sense. I want to know what tapped in is when tapped in is what it is, because the type of player I am, like, my focus ain't don't talk to me. Like before the game.
Yeah, you still having a good time.
I'm cool. Like I'm getting it in. So whatever the case, it makes sense, and I appreciate you enlightening us all, because I'm sure I'm not the only one asking that question.
Right. No, that definitely makes sense, because I feel like Jimmy would probably bring Shorty, who got 80 to 100,000 followers on Instagram or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's. I feel like you bring in your family, or you want some time, because like if you bring in like a situation, at the end of the day, it's nothing but a distraction. It could potentially be a distraction. So you either bring in something that motivates you to the table, or you're not bringing anything at all. So I think that's what the question everybody. Yeah, I think that's the question that everybody asks when they allow folks to bring those to bring people into the bubble. So, it's definitely two sides to it, man. I think Jimmy is tapped in and it's showing. Like, it's one thing if he was on this and they was catching hell. Just their first loss of the whole series, they was undefeated. They almost went undefeated on the way to the finals. So it's definitely different. So
Eastern Finals. Let's be specific.
Yeah, the Eastern Finals. Yeah, my bad. The Eastern Finals. Yeah, they still going. I feel like this is heat in 5. for sure. But yeah, that's where we at with it, man. Who else getting the game ball? We're gonna give a game ball to the queen. So I normally would have like some photo ops with this shit, but like I said, I'm out of town. I'm in PA, so the visuals ain't all put together. But the next one we gonna shout out Serena Williams. She's getting another game ball, for reaching 102 wins, for the most wins for any professional tennis player, male or female, for any open matches. So she definitely gets a game ball. Yo, we gotta get one. Like
A game ball showing with a name on the bottom.
yeah. We gotta get the OTS game ball, put a name on it. Spin that joint. Serena, this for you. That type of time. But yeah, nah. Serena is definitely getting love. I mean, she been. I still remember Serena when I was living here back in DC when they had the bees in their hair.
Is Serena like Arthur Ashe type? I mean, let me finish.
I mean, not beyond it, but she up there.
Because us growing up, we hear about like certain iconic African American athletes, right? Arthur Ashe, right. Definitely one of high iconic athletes. And because it's the same sport, I'm asking, is she at that level, or does she exceed that level? Or because Arthur Ashe is the original, the one we learned first, is she just like there's no exceeding Arthur from where we're at?
There's definitely she's sitting next to him, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't see anything less than that. Like, she's definitely something. She's like the Kobe of tennis. Like, she's the Jordan of tennis. Like, she's one of those in the Mount Rushmore of professional tennis. I think the fact that she's just black and female makes it a whole nother class by itself. You know what I'm saying? And like,
stop you there. She's black and a female in today, right? Arthur Ashe was black and a male. Then
black and female was worse back then. They had it 10 times worse.
I'm glad you say that. We're gonna talk about that too. But black and a male, when Arthur Ashe did what he did, bro, like the odds are like way greater. Yeah. Not that Serena didn't have to go through anything, but I'm just trying to put in perspective of 2000s and shit, mid 1900s. I'm tripping, not mid 1900s.
Mid 1900s.
But 1980s, 90s, like it. As we keep fighting and asking for equality and doing the things and taking the steps that we are and trying to be more acceptable to society, I feel like it gets just a tad easier for us the longer we're doing what we're doing. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just asking, like, Arthur Ashe, was his struggle greater, less than or equal to Serena, and Serena doing what she did, 102 wins, male or female?
I think that being a black professional, period, in this day and age, and being a successful black professional, or sports professional, I should say, it only helps. It only advances black culture, because I think that we're gaining access to certain resources and rooms that, you know, we typically wouldn't if we weren't so good in the sport that we do, or whatever the case may be. But I think what matters is that the athletes that are in those positions, somebody creeping. I'm about to come through here and it's like, nah. Oh, okay. Cheers. Never mind.
That's all that happened.
Yeah. No. I think they're gaining access to the resources that we typically wouldn't get. But what matters is that those athletes also want to do that. They want to be a part of those conversations because of like, yo, I want to take this back to my hood, because I know how bad I had it to get to where I am right now. Like, Jason Tatum knows how bad he had it. Marshawn Lynch is like a prime example of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what their community needs, and like that is their sole purpose with the money that they have. And that's why I think, like, in the position that Serena is in, you know, being that she's a black and a female in this now versus Arthur Ashe, I feel like if you're comparing it in that light, it's a similar hardship. Like, it was definitely difficult being a, you know, sports athlete back then. It was just as difficult being black and being a female in sports now in our age. But Serena's been able to do it as long as me and you have been alive. Like, we've been watching Serena since
yeah. So real quick, like I feel like this is super important. You just said it, like taking it, going back to your hood or where you come from. Like when it comes to us athletes or like somebody trying to be successful, like how important is it like to say I did this and I'm from here? Like I can't even explain it, but like when I'm out and about and people like where you from, I love to be like I'm from VA 757, 2 up, 2 down, like Tidewater, 30 minutes from Virginia Beach. Like when it comes to professional athletes, what is your mindset on? I'm doing this for the crib. Like I'm gonna put us on the map because I was brought up in this upbringing, and now I'm here. Like
I
in a
I think
nutshell,
it's
what is your
Columbia City.
perspective on that?
I mean, I would probably say I'm probably the wrong person to ask because for one,
Oh, you from all over?
before I graduated high school, I moved 7 times. You know what I'm saying? So I moved around a lot, but for the most part, I spent a good amount of my time in Newport News, like a lot of my school years in Virginia. So I feel like in every town that I lived in, like I remember where I recognized like a certain sense of care or interest that they had in the youth or whatever the case may be. So I think that when people say like I want to do it for where I came from, they remember the fun, not necessarily the bad times. They remember the fun that they had at the Boys and Girls Club after school. They remember practices. They remember being around. Like, they remember. I'm sure BW remembers being around his friends after football practice at Ward. You know what I'm saying? And being able to give other kids that opportunity to be just as great is the mindset that I think a lot of these athletes have when it comes to doing it. Because like I was we all felt like we was nobody at one point, or we couldn't do this, and then we realized that we could. Like I asked BW, like, fam, when did you realize that, like, yo, the league is next? And he was like, when I was in college, I was getting all these accolades, but like I said, but damn, I lost my train of thought. Damn, I forgot where I was going, but yeah, damn, they want to come on the show. Let's bring them on the show, bro. They want to come on the show,
Hey,
man.
they playing like domino, spades. It's this young called Spike Ball. I'm about to tap into
They,
all that real quick.
they playing Spike. They playing Spike podcast. That's what they playing right now.
You can hear him, OD.
They was OD for me. That it's all good. I ain't tripping.
So so when it comes to like, doing it for the hood and like people having like rough upcomings and whatever, like tapping into different environments and trying to just be
Iverson. Yeah.
the captain, the best player that you can be. We got Cam Newton as the offensive captain and starting quarterback for the New England Patriots, bro.
Bro, did I see a tween left no look pass segue just now? Yo, somebody get this man his flowers, man.
Somebody give me the game ball.
His flowers, man. You get a
He gonna get this work, nigga.
He gonna get this work. I like him. What's his name?
Loaded Lux. That's my
Loaded
boy
Lux. Yeah, I like Loaded Lux. But
so
we got Cam as the starting quarterback. I mean, for real, it wasn't a surprise. But however, it's like when we look at Cam Newton and we look at Bill Belichick, it's like, all right, either this gonna be good or it's gonna be real bad. Like it's no
like
in between.
Yeah.
But when you become the starting quarterback and the captain of the New England Patriots, bro, like that's next level. Like to be a captain of any squad, anything is like an honor. Like they respect you to a different level that you have to uphold to. Like I'm not making my captain. I need to look at you when times get hard. Anyway,
Right.
I seen Cam Newton many times on the ground, bro. In my head, I'd be like, do Cam be practicing or he be turned up all the time? Like, oh, not with the Cam text though. If you follow Cam Newton on Instagram, bro, you have to really tap in to understand. You got to call a timeout. You got to call a timeout. Like, all right, so Cam is trying to say, bro, you definitely got.
This is the main reason why I don't go on his page, bro, because like I gotta read the captions, but this shit gives me a headache, fam. Like this is wild, bro. But yeah, the fact that Cam is the starting quarterback so I meant to ask you, can you be a team captain? Is a team captain and an offensive captain in football the same thing?
Is it the same?
Like if I'm an offense, because they said he was an offensive captain. can you is the offense? Are you still is a captain the captain? Because we ain't got offensive cap. I've never like a captain is a captain in basketball, but I ain't know what that meant on the football side.
It varies because it's like somebody that you respect wholeheartedly or respect like to control the team. That's one thing. So like this person like kind of addresses the team in an entirety type of form. But when it comes to like offense and defense, I can't have my offensive captain telling the defense what to do.
Right.
I can't have my defensive captain telling the offense what to do. Like defense, you take care of defense. If we messing up on offense,
how football is played, you're gonna have a captain for both sides.
Like checks and balances, for example. So like you got your offensive captain, you got your defensive captain, but then you got like a captain of the whole team. So if it comes to like if somebody feel like the defense is doing something wrong, the team captain, but he might play offense, he pulls the defensive captain to the side.
Yeah,
I'm thinking this. So offense and defense, but team captain like kind of just hold a little bit more power, but it's still a slippery slope. Compared to basketball, everybody play offense, everybody play defense. But if defense is like, we holding it down, y'all not scoring points, and now the defense is like, y'all need to score points. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that toxic in the family. Like, all right, defense, we understand the offense is struggling today. We got to score points with defense or whatever the case may be, or that defensive captain go holler at the offensive captain. But it just keeps from 11 players all trying to be chippy. When you one person telling you and y'all got a connection, y'all bond and whatever, opposed to the D lineman that just started this game and thinking he got something to say, nah, that ain't your lane. Holler at the captain holler at the offensive captain, we get it working. So I said all that to say it's checks and balances, to say the least, is what I just explained.
No, that makes sense. But no, I'm excited for Cam, especially off the strength that what happened in Carolina. But it's weird because I feel like I've been watching football. I just had a fantasy football draft today. You doing any fantasy football?
No, nah, because my friends, they don't be paying up. I ain't got time.
Yeah, nah, this league I'm in be crazy. We be cashing out for like the highest point scored in that week. And then obviously the chip at the end, but I ain't think it was gonna be a fantasy football or any football this year. So like we was in the group chat. My homie was in the shout out to my man E, but he was in the group chat like, yo, I ain't prepared for this shit at all because I felt like nobody was playing. Then I know players was like opting out and whatnot. So we had to look at that list. And then at the end of the day, like the main reason why I did it is when I saw BW was playing football. So I was like, all right, clearly we good. So we on the way. But Cam, for sure, man. I'm excited. I wanted to grab him up, pause, in fantasy, but my man ended up getting him. I was kind of pissed because I feel like, I don't know, I felt the basketball hunger in him. Like when you hooping, like, nah, I'm back. Like when you come off an injury, like, nah, I'm back. Like I felt like Cam was going to be on that type of time this year, or is going to be on that type of time this year. So
I feel like Cam has always been a dog. He had a superb year. Like the year that he was like, you don't want me dancing, don't let me score. Bro, you have those peak years in your career, but then it's like I have a peak year, so next year after that, like if I go 500, 8 for 8, people look at me like I digress. Not necessarily. Like you just boom, and then like the piece of the puzzle ain't the same. I just feel like Cam has always had that dog in him. He had that unforeseen injury, but look, he had time to recover, and now he's with a different offense, different system. Like he is projected to thrive, but at this point, like you got to do it. I can put you in a great position. Now you have to produce in this position that I put you in, type. But Cam has never been a subpar quarterback. Never. His quarterback's better than him in certain aspects. He's better than other quarterbacks in certain aspects, but he's never been a subpar quarterback. Now we just wait. We've been missing you. We're missing you all last season. We missing you, Cam. Can you know what I mean?
Yeah, the streets definitely miss Cam, huh? Miss him and his captions. Yeah, I lost. Damn, what's up in my throat, bro? Pause. Yo, I had to holler at you about something, bro. Like Johan said something wild yet again, and I just had to share that shit, but that shit I can't remember what the fuck it was. I'm about to see if I took a video of that. But I told y'all about the clumsy hand last week. So
Yeah, talking about the clumsy hand.
where we at with it though? Yo, the Amish. Another thing about them is they don't do the pictures, B. Like all weekend we was out here because we like while we was riding out here. You see like the carriages and horses and stuff. So all weekend, P been trying to like take a picture of one of them, like, yo, trying to catch me riding dirty. You know how P be doing. And
P always next level.
So then we went on the Amish house tour. Once we went on the tour, we was learning about like we went through a whole house, so like what each room means and how they don't hang pictures up. Everything that they hang up has a meaning. There's only one mirror, but they don't do pictures. Like you don't take pictures. Like they said, the best way to the best way to respect them to get a picture is to take a picture of their back, and that's that. So if you ever around, the Amish, that's a fun fact for you right there. No pictures, please.
Hey, that's crazy because I be trying to be in everybody's photo.
Yeah,
I'll be in everybody's photo.
Solos over here, bro. It's either solos or no photo.
Solos or no photos? I'm with the no solos.
Right. Like they like, nah, you can't do it, man. But it's a cool little vibe out here, man. It ain't too bad. The food is great. You don't miss a meal out here. Like they be cooking and baking like crazy. But nah, it's vibes out here, man, for sure. Where we at with it though?
So we about to hop into our bugging. Oh hell no! Hey, the Saints trying to trade my man Kamara, bro.
Yo, next level. Like I thought I was tripping when I saw that. That just doesn't make sense, bro. Like I saw I don't care what you trying to trade for, but like the system was working. So why would you try to I don't understand why you would try to do that.
All right, so they still bugging, but I'm gonna give you a little background. It's the off the field, it's the what we think he can do in the next couple years. So it's like if Kamara coming through, like I'll play with y'all. I need 4 years at least, and they like for real. We only think you got a year and a half in you. We don't want to risk.
That's crazy.
But the thing is, we don't want to sign you for 4 years, and we as a team or organization don't think you got 4 years in you. Type or we coming out with a whole different mindset. Like this football stuff is really a chess game, or he could be such a distraction off the field that they're covering up, and it's like, bro, you done did too many things that we didn't try to cover up. At this point, we fed up with your off the field distractions or your on the field distractions or whatever the case may be. However, I'm gonna keep him. You get what I'm saying? But we don't know the full ramification of what's going on. Like it's bigger than I heard about it. It's bigger than just trading him. If he said I want 6 years, they like, bro, you got 2 years. They like, you got 2 years, and that's it. He like, nah, you signed me to a 6. But that's what players do. They like, I got 3 years left. I got 3 years of full 100% in me, and I know my career start. It's gonna take that. So they gonna sign for the 6 years. Like sign me for 6 years, and I only got to play 2. And I don't got to play no more, but you still got to pay me for 4 more years. You get what I'm saying?
Shit right there, boy.
It's a chess game. So they like, nah. Should you want to trade? The thing is, a New England Patriots might sign up for 6. A Kansas City might be like, you know what? Come over here. We'll give you 6. Whatever the case may be like, knowing you only got a solid 3, we'll give you 6 because they got Kansas City got a quarterback for 10 years. Come here. Give us 3 100% years. We'll pay you for the other 3 that you don't even play.
Yeah, and that's a wild. I didn't even. That's a wild business model when it comes to like investing in running backs and shit. Like I don't even get a third of what you're saying right now. What's going on? We got a guest?
Yeah, it's my man K with the. Hey man,
it's a whole dog up here, man. We got the pup of the pocket. Is he drooling? Oh, got a pup of the podcast. Nah, that's well, I'm trying to see if anybody else trying to jump on the show.
But it's bigger than like when I just hear trade. when I just hear trade, I feel like
Yo,
it's
good for my
behind the
man.
scenes. It's behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Because
some we don't know.
you don't trade a powerful iconic piece of the offense without reason.
But I don't even get the parts you saying off the field. My man is what 25, 26. And even as a running back, like that's probably one of the most healthiest running backs who stays healthy for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't even play to get hurt. Like his style of play is very but very injury avoiding. But at the same time, like you picking him up on your fantasy. You get what I'm saying? So
Definitely, but as an organization, Cal, you got to understand if the organization feel like we're moving past you in a solid 3 years, I'm not signing you for 4. Or if organizations feel like you're doing good in the field, but your off the field characteristics aren't up to team par, at some point we gotta get rid of you because you become a cancer to the team. Not saying that he did any of this, but when I hear trade and when we talking about who we talking about, like it's questions that raise. Why would you trade Kamara, bro? Like when you got a
just
squad,
doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense. So what I'm saying is there's other questions that need to be asked when we're trading who we're trading. If we're trading second string, third string running back, all right. But when we trading who we trading, bro, it's a question. We don't know because we are who we are. We just two dudes that pull up on the podcast and talk our shit.
That's it. That's all we do, bro. That's it. That's it, bro. Let's get into halftime, though. What you got for halftime, though?
Go ahead.
I've been I've been chilling all day.
Halftime, I gotta use the bathroom.
This nigga, man. Yo, so while Fudge goes to the bathroom, y'all, anybody watching, what's going on? How was y'all weekend? How's your mental health? Did you register to vote? If not, why not? And I hope Fudge goes on mute, but I just muted him, so we just gonna do it like that. Yo, happened to my music though. I had a nice little vibe going on in the background. That joint just went off. There we go. What happened to my headphones? All right, looks like my headphones kind of went out too. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Novak Djokovic disqualified by hitting a line judge with a ball by accident. Let me go ahead and. Oh, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Because I can't hear anything right now. Let me make sure my headphones is. There we go. Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you, Allison. I'm about to look up my man Novak right now. So go ahead and be mad at me, please. Looks like everyone can hear me. Appreciate that. Jazz, you got to get your mental health in order. Get a couple more step ups on that brick. You know what I'm saying? A couple more. You gotta. Uh-oh, my guy's back at it again. Uh-oh. Yo. All right. So we got to look up Novak, yo, because Allison had a question for us.
I'm gonna speak from a officiating perspective. I officiate, kid basketball, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, whatever. I feel like when it comes to that specific situation,
it's a personal.
You gotta understand. Why would you?
All right, back to the question. All right.
Bro, I'm like the cleanest motherfucker. You like now I'm getting disrespectful on the podcast. Like I take 2-3 showers a day. Like this whole COVID stuff feel like it shouldn't have been happening because why we not washing our hands in the first place? I'm gonna say that to say, Allison, what's important right here with this question is
fam, it was a complete accident, yo. I'm looking at it right now. That was he was like,
yeah, appreciate it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
My man was just getting ready, like, yo, get this ball out my face. Yo, that was an accident, fam. I feel like something had to be done. But go ahead. I don't know what Fudge doing.
So I feel like in a whole accident form when you But I didn't get the drink was already prepared for me. I'm at a whole function. Now I got to take the podcast with me to the bathroom.
All right, let's get back to it, man. I just had to get that on. That was pretty funny.
That's what's important, Tamara. That's what's important.
Yeah. So, yo, I just saw it, like, it
Cal.
was like one of them joints where people, yo,
I can't hear
you can't hear me. Is it? Oh, you on mute? Your mic ain't connected, bro. You trash. You gotta reconnect your headphones. But back to the topic at hand, because I don't know what type of time Fudge on. Fudge yelling. It says, "I can't unmute your mic, bro." Shout out to Allison. Now you back. Where your headphones at though? I can't hear you.
I thought you couldn't hear me. The problems is we had these distractions like P, Jasmine. Who else said something? I feel like we about to start editing who we allow to pop up. You want me to answer the question about the accident or not? I wash my hands 1,000%. I put it on whatever you want to put. I put it on the podcast. Whatever.
All right, let's hear about the accident. Should he have gotten disqualified?
So with situation of basketball situation, like the referees don't know what's going on. He know what's going on, but if I get hit with a ball and I'm like not looking or whatever the case may be, appreciate you, man. Whatever the case may be, it's like if I get hit, like at that point, like I don't really care what you're going through as a player, but you're gonna respect me as a ref. You know what I mean? Total accident, I get it when it's reviewed, it's like maybe I shouldn't have did that. But like we're all humans. Like I'm watching it, yeah. I'm watching it, text it to me. But what I'm saying is as players and being efficient, I didn't see the video. So don't Allison, don't text Allison, she gonna text me. Allison, don't cuss me out. She always cussing me out. Anyway, send me the video so I can shut up.
No, I just sent it to you. No, it was a complete accident, but I felt like something had to be done. Let me see what my cousin has said to me. I was just want to ask, why was he punished for hitting the line? Or do they feel it was purposeful? I don't think it was purposeful, but like looking at the video, it looks like he had his eyesight on her the whole time. But still, man, like I think he's just getting the ball out the way. Like if he planned on aiming that, like that, it would have just been a completely different story. It wasn't intentional. I hate he had to be this far. I don't know the official rules of tennis, but like if they could have set him back or something, maybe the equivalent of like a technical foul or something. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure my cousin can correct me. Shout out to my guy Lorenzo. But
so I just watched it, right? So let's put in perspective. We don't know what happened. I've been a part of I got a teammate that I travel and play flag football with. He don't shut up. Literally does not shut up, right? Anyway, he'll get called for a personal foul, 15 yards, for the littlest thing. And he'd be like, I ain't even do nothing. I'm like, maybe he's calling you for all the 20 things you did prior to this. At this point, you probably put the ref over the top. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Watching this video, accident or not, we're professional. When you're professional, you can put the ball wherever you want to put the ball. That's all I'm saying. Accident or not, we don't know what happened prior to.
Allison was saying that he was trying to pass her the ball, and that's how they pass the balls to the girls and boys. Well, and looks like they need one that can catch. They need a line. If that's the case, let me run this back just to make sure.
I'm down with a slippery slope on that one.
Nah, they just need somebody that can catch. Let me watch this again.
As an athlete and playing the sports I played, wrestling made me mad before, and I've been one to retaliate on the ref. If I can do that and know it's an accident retaliation, I'm gonna do it.
I just watched it again. So it was two of them over there. He passed one to one dude, who caught the ball, like, because he was ready for it. The other person looks like they may or may not have been paying attention. But at the same time, he's the professional in the middle of a match. I don't have time to necessarily wait for you to catch, like, my spare ball, or whatever the case may be. Like, here's one, here's two, out of reflex, like, I'm doing it. So, yeah, nah.
Nah, ain't no
I think
excuse. You
the
gotta be ready.
conversation was irrelevant. Yeah, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, man.
Ooh, I
Point
love
blank
that.
period.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
Uh,
I wasn't ready, but
all right, so where we at with it now?
so halftime,
Before we get
boom,
up out of here, yeah.
halftime. Let's
Okay.
let's talk about us first, and then we could talk about what we can talk about. How do you feel about
Okay.
women being dominant in a relationship, or dominant period, or like women not with power, but women holding a certain level of sternness? You see, I just changed the word power to sternness. It mean the same shit, but it's just like, how do we feel about women with in a relationship? Well,
Oh wow, that was the tennis Super Bowl. That's still, yeah. That's wild, Allison. But back to my man Futch. Oh, my man Futch is gone. My man Futch is back.
when it comes to a Super Bowl
Uh,
type game, you always, when it comes to a serious game, as an official, you want the players to determine who wins or loses the game. So if that's a Super Bowl
yeah,
type situation, Allison, I'm gonna answer this now. We gonna chalk it up to an accident. I might, as an official, it happens. Like, officials got feelings. Might not like this player for what it happens, but we can't disadvantage a game because of something that might have been an accident. We have to let the players,
yeah,
the team,
yeah,
determine who wins and who loses, and that's like how you keep peace in a sport. When it comes to, we got to go back on ESPN and talk about for 6 months, or talk about the next sports season come up that this official cost this team or this person a game. That is problematic. So in a Super Bowl type game for any sport, we have to leave it up to the players to win the game. And who said something, Calvin?
Wait, you gotta repeat your question, yo. Hold on, cause she left a blank. She just shout out to my cousin. I gotta go back to your question. All right, come on, man. What was the question, bro?
Bro, I feel like this podcast has become jokes, and I'm not for it. I'm not here for that.
Listen, it gets the people going, man. Listen, we here to get
The people going. Who was that, J.
gets the
Cole?
people going. Nah, I forgot where I got it was not. I was off the whole joint, but I can't remember what movie it was. I want to say it was Step Brothers. But all right, how do I feel about dominant women in relationships?
Yeah.
Women that are dominant. Well, I mean, I feel like it depends on your definition of dominant. Melissa asks if you're on your J.R. Smith today. What's up, Melissa?
Yes. She gets it. She understands.
Right. She gets it.
No, you know
I think
what?
it depends on your.
Take the question off and put my name up so she can see it. There we go. Now answer.
There we go. All right. I think it depends on your definition of dominant or powerful or over dominant. To be honest with you, like I think you gotta, yeah. I think it starts there, and what you feel is dominant versus maybe what the other person feels like is just second nature. So it might just be a conversation like, well, I'm good at this. All right, well, I'm good at that. Well, you handle that. I'm gonna handle this. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, let me just do it all. Because I feel like, guys are naturally dominant. We want to fix everything. We want to We want to get everything right that's not working, and do it like that. But it takes a certain level of maturity and understanding to be like, shit, I ain't that nice at this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
if you're in when it comes to a relationship, like if that's something that you are comfortable having a conversation with, yeah, like it's just a matter of saying like, all right, well, this is my strength, this is my weakness, this is your strength, this is something that like I'm not that great in. Like let's maximize each other's strengths and do it like that. So I think when you say someone that's dominant, I think it's you might need to look in the mirror and be like, well, not necessarily you, Fudge, but be like, well, is it dominant or is it just something that you may need to look in the mirror, but also ask a question. Like, is it dominant or is it just a matter of like, yo, this is just what I've been doing this is just second nature for me. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I pay for myself. I buy my own this. I do that. All my women, it's independent. Oh, yo.
Get
But
up, Batman.
yeah, man. But as far how do you feel about it? What do you think is like, how do you feel about a dominant or a woman that yeah, your question.
So when it comes to like dominance, it's not even. I don't feel like men should be the dominant in a relationship. It should be like equal to like what you said. However, when it comes to situations like if it's a spider or a bug in the crib, and she's climbing on the ceiling fan or whatever, and she called Big Fudge to come take care of the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like I need that same energy in
Big
that
fudge.
situation when it comes to whatever the case may be. Like not even just like little as that. Like when it comes to money issues and like we doing whatever. Like if I say I'm gonna figure it out, let me figure it out. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, let's work together. But I just need the same energy for when you hear something downstairs and it's like, wake up, I heard something downstairs. Well, go check it out then. Like, go see what it is. Because I didn't hear it. That wasn't me. That was you. Right?
Hey,
But
Fudge, you hit it right on the nose when you just said, because I ain't hear it. I'd be like, oh, word? Oh, okay.
all right. But
She's lying through her teeth, bro. Like, she the reason my son don't like going outside now. So I'm not listening to her, bro. Like,
hey,
this nigga
it's
would be like,
it's no. It's funny how you get rid of her question with the quickness, but when it's about me, like it stay
well,
for
let me
a
rock it.
smooth 60 seconds be long when it's about me, bro. Like it was a smooth
Bro,
15 for you.
because everybody knows I will murder a bug without hesitation. I will off his head.
You were off the
I'm like
bug.
I'm cutting the fear short quick. Like that I don't play like even like the creepiest of bugs, but I ain't saying I'm scared of bugs, but like she the reason my son don't like barely like I ain't know I ain't scared of nothing. I'm straight. I'm good. You know.
Hey,
Um
so on the other side of the same coin, though, let me
it's
let
a
me
matter
let
of
me hit it with
human energy.
here's some history. It's I feel like it came to a point where women felt like, you know what, I could do the same thing a man can do, and like, why do I need a man? And I totally understand that. Let's go back to why and when we came to this point. Don't
The
quote me on
Bible
what war, but it was a war that they was drafted all men to the war. So when the men they do the mining, they build, they do all the work, and all the women have to do is stay at home, take care of the kids, cook and clean. I don't want my woman to stay at home, cook and clean, whatever. But what I'm saying is like that was the norm back in the day, right? So now when they went to war, the women is like, we still have to provide for the family. We still have to get food, like build stuff, etc. That's when women realized like we have to do it. And when they did it, they realized that they can do it too. So from that was the beginning of I don't need no man. Not saying that women need men, but when they get to a certain level of power in their life, I feel like it strips women of certain was like humility type. Like understand like a man is here to protect you, take care of you. If y'all cohabitate and y'all build together and build a big monument or a legacy or whatever the case may be, like that's what it is. But when women of today, like I seen on Instagram, like, oh, I bought my first house, I don't need no man, I'm lit. Like in a way, it kind of
that
I
just
don't
sounds
know
like
how to
bitter.
take it.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, and I mean, obviously, like I'm in a yeah, but I see that, and I'm just like, you gotta let that hate go. You gotta let that hurt go. Like,
Uh-huh.
not you don't necessarily need a man, but you need a man. Like,
Okay.
so it's like, oh I forgot my man got a dip. We gotta wrap this up real quick, yo. Um, Futch is taking his career to another level, so completely forgot
Appreciate
about
it.
that at the beginning of the show.
I got a
But
meeting in a little bit to kind of elevate what I'm doing and better the world in a sense.
yeah, definitely meant to tell y'all this at the beginning of the show, but obviously we had forgot. No, I'm not in no entanglement. No, but when it, my cousin is wild. Um, yeah, what was we even talking about, bro?
Women in power.
Yo, did you watch Power?
Of course I watch Power. Of course.
Do I watch Power?
I watch Power.
Do I watch Power?
Boy.
Yo, I forgot where I was, but yeah. Women in power is it, yo. Yo, I'm all over. Yo, you messed me up, and then my cousin messed me up, and then I'm all messed up. I forgot you had to dip. So we're gonna have to table this question for when we get back next week. Cause I wanna dwell on it because at the end of the day, like what I've learned about relationships and where I am, like I grew up a lot from my first relationship to being married for 5+ years. So it's like there's a certain level of maturity that you got to be able to have certain conversations to be able to continue to move as you get older. Like if y'all gonna cohabitate or be together, like you got to be able to have you have to be able to have a comfortable space enough to have certain kind of conversations. So once you have those conversations, you can advance and mature together and grow together. So I'll leave it at that.
To sum it up, when you in a relationship, like doing it together, like will get you over the hump, opposed to like trying to be the dominant one or the not dominant one, or you figure it out. I just go with the flow. Like if we do it together, we'll succeed to a next level. Is what I'm hearing you say.
Yeah, it's so much easier to move by yourself. You know, without kids, without a significant other, it's 10 times easier. But you throw a kid and significant other in the mix. It not slows you down, but you're not just thinking about like the physical, like damn, I gotta pack an extra bag. There's like emotional things to it too that's tied to it. Like, well, like you're thinking about them, you're thinking about the kids, so it's a lot more behind it. But we'll get into that next episode. But I also want to say rest in peace to John Thompson. He was definitely an inspiration to us to black sports. He was one of the first basketball coaches. He is the first black basketball coach to win an NCAA championship. He is also a graduate of Archbishop Carroll High School, which I went to my freshman year. I didn't graduate, but I still one of the greatest high schools. So I definitely wanted to give my man his flowers and show him some love before the show ended. So may he rest in peace. Also rest in peace to Deion K. If you know the story behind that, it's definitely an unfortunate time, but also just like I said, there's still another black boy dead that we didn't necessarily need. So, condolences to him and his family, and may he rest in peace. Futch, I know you got to go take care of your career, so go ahead and do your thing. Ladies and gentlemen, definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. I don't mean to stop so abruptly, but I do mean to stop so abruptly. But Futch hit on a good conversation, so we'll definitely pick this back up next week. Make sure y'all tap in and listen to us.
Look, they tapped in. I don't like the way I was treated today. I don't. We're gonna talk about it. But Jasmine,
we're gonna get into it, man.
Shit, everybody, Melissa, cousin Tamara. I don't like that. we go.
Allison, one last one before you go.
Allie, look, no. Where you gonna get? But when you see Futch, you know what you gonna get. Ain't no faking it. Ain't no nothing. My boss gonna be like Dion. Right. I'm gonna be like, yes. Yes, right, it's been my day off. Nah,
appreciate my bro pulling up. Appreciate you, Melissa. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to the
Melissa.
Basketball
We gotta
team
get it though. We got pop on. We gotta show our homage to
yeah, for sure. We definitely gotta make that happen, man. For sure, man. Shout out to the basketball team that's in this hotel staying with me. I met them earlier tonight. If y'all tuning in, appreciate the love. Hope y'all like the stickers. I think that's all I got. Yo, we about to get up out of here.
Yes.
This is the Off the Strip Sports Podcast, and we'll see y'all next week. Y'all can catch the podcast audio later on in the week. Y'all be easy.